What's up guys, how you doing? Welcome to another video and welcome to another quick Tutorial Tuesday video, and today we are going to talk about how to enhance colours in Lightroom properly. Now, when we say properly, not necessarily properly, just in a way that I think will help you guys. If you're enjoying these little Tutorial Tuesday videos, do me a favour, hit that like button below, make sure you comment, let me know what topics you would like me to cover in future Tutorial Tuesday videos. Think about subscribing if you haven't already, loads of other videos to come on the channel. Now, when it comes to Lightroom, you can do so much with colour. You can change colours individually, all together. You can change the luminance and the hue and the saturation. You can do so much with colours. But one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're starting out is playing with that saturation slider a little bit too much. Instead, you should try to focus on the vibrance slider first. I'm going to show you the difference between the two in just 1 second, but in very simple terms, the saturation slider in Lightroom will increase the saturation of every colour in your image. The difference between that and the vibrance slider is that the vibrance will try to detect colours that are already heavily saturated within an image and then enhance the rest of the colours around that without increasing the saturation of those already heavily saturated colours. Let's dive into Lightroom and let me show you what I mean. So, we've got an image right here. Now, the colours aren't bad, but we could do with giving them that little boost, that little pop. So what might we think to do? We might jump down here to the saturation slider. But let's see what happens if we move this up. Straight away, that image looks horrendous. I mean, look at the colour of that grass. It is gone like some kind of luminous, neon, toxic grass. I don't even know what's going on. So let's undo that. We don't want it like that at all. Instead, let's tweak this vibrance slider. So if we pull up this vibrance slider a little bit, see what we've got going on there. Those blues, the reds have popped a little bit, the pink ever so slightly, but this grass has not changed. It has not gone to that horrendous toxic grass that we were getting with the saturation slider. Now, what we might want to do is tweak that green or tweak that red or tweak that blue a tiny little bit. Now, what we can do with that is come down here to the color sliders. Now in here you can change the saturation, the luminance, the hue. You can change each individual piece for each individual color. So watch what happens to this grass if we increase the saturation of green. Exactly like we had before, it has gone to the toxic grass, but the rest of the colours haven't changed. So let's turn that back. Now, what would we like to do? I think it would be cool if we could give this red a tiny little bit of pop. Now, if we turn up that saturation, we have to be careful. If we go too far, it does weird things with the red and the shoes and everything. So let's just do it a little bit. Maybe let's bring that up to about 20. What else do we think? What about the blue? Now, the trouble is with the blue, I think if we oversaturate the blue, you see what it's doing to the background? So we're just going to do that a tiny, tiny bit to about there. And there we go, just like that, we've got the red to pop, the blue to pop, but the rest of the colours, including our toxic grass, has not changed. And that's it guys, it's simple as that. That is how to tweak your colours without messing up the entirety of your image. Try to avoid that saturation slider unless you're in the individual colour lines. In there, you can play with them, and the way I recommend using a colour slider is just push it until you get to a stage where you think, oh, that's too much, and then bring it back from that point until you feel like, hey, that's the way to go. You almost want to go too far to then come back and get it to a level that you feel looks correct. Don't be afraid of that vibrance slider, because that's going to help you out loads without ruining the overall saturation and the weird coloured look of your image. That vibrance slider is your friend. Guys, I hope you found this useful. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you on the next video.